Welcome into the Steelers Talk Mailbag. I am your host, Jack Sperry, and this is my favorite segment that I get to do on this channel every single week because I get to talk to you guys, the Steelers fans, where you guys have your questions for me, and I get to give my answers on the latest surrounding the black and gold. If you guys want to join the most interactive community of Steelers fans anywhere on YouTube, we have over 84,000 people that have subscribed to this channel. We are currently the largest individually run Steelers news program anywhere on this platform, and we give you guys daily and informative Steelers videos every single day. We give you guys weigh-in questions so that you guys can debate with fellow Steelers fans in the chat. We have daily poll questions on our community tab, and we go live every Monday and Thursday to kind of come together as a community and talk Steelers football together, where we also film these mailbags. So make sure you guys click that subscribe button if you haven't already. We'll start with the $20 super chat from Taco Man. It says, adding Sawyer to the edge rushers only makes it easier to trade Highsmith for Olave and help free up money to pay Watt. So, listen, man, the Steelers have money to pay Watt. That's not necessarily the issue for future seasons, because if they extend him this year, they're not going to have to give him that money this year. It's in future seasons, which they have. But also, I don't think the Steelers have any interest in trading Alex Highsmith. He still has multiple years left on his deal, and they love him. He's somebody that can rush from the edge. He's a great run defender, and he can go out into coverage too, which is really rare for a player that plays on the edge. And, you know, TJ Watt and Alex Highsmith are both proficient at doing that, and it's really gives this defense, you know, something for a defense to fear, because you never know who's coming and who's not, and who's going to be in coverage or not, and they love Highsmith for that. And here's another issue with this idea. The Saints don't want to trade Chris Olave. Apparently, they've been shutting down those rumors and those calls all offseason long. So it's an interesting idea, Taco Man, but I hate to be the bearer of bad news. This has about a 0% chance of actually coming true. Then we got $10 from Gary Franks. It's time to give Rodgers a suppository. It's time to, you guys get it, or get off the pot. And listen, man, I get it. I want Rodgers to finally make this decision. But, you know, he's obviously waiting for a reason, and we can speculate on what that reason is. It could be because he doesn't want to sign until just before OTAs. It might be because he doesn't want to sign until after OTAs are over. It could be because he's got significant personal issues that he's dealing with in his life. Apparently, he's got multiple people close to him that have cancer. Apparently, he's helping people in his life that lost homes in the California wildfires this past year. And he's got a lot on his plate that he wants to attend to before making a commitment to an NFL team. But I'm right there with you, Gary. I want Rodgers to make a decision here so that we can finally just move on with our lives. But let me know and take your pick for me down there in the comments section. If Rodgers retires, who is your favorite quarterback option to be this team's starting quarterback next season? Is it Mason Rudolph? Is it trading for Kirk Cousins? Is it signing Carson Wentz? Is it riding with the round 6 rookie Will Howard? Let me know what you guys think down there in the comments for today's pinned question. YouTube's going to throw you an ad break here in just a few seconds, and when that happens, take advantage of that time by letting me know who your guy is down there in the comments. Then we got one from Stryker, $10 super chat, says, I feel like Howard is not in a favorable position to begin with, since they are most likely planning on drafting a quarterback next draft, which is why I want to see him this year. Well, yeah, man, you know, anybody that's drafted in the 6th round is not put in a favorable position to start, because a quarterback taken in round 6, like if you know any of the numbers of the quarterbacks taken in round 6, it's not good. I think like only 2 guys that have turned into like legitimate starters. And I think the 2 guys are Tom Brady and Gardner Minshew, and even Minshew is questionable. So it's not a whole lot of quarterbacks that get taken in round 6 that get opportunities. And, you know, I do think that Howard has got an uphill battle ahead of him here in Pittsburgh. All right, not only does he have to get on the field, but he's going to have to pretty much prove himself this year in his rookie season if he gets on the field this year, if he wants to keep the job for 2026. Because, like you said, this team is gearing up to take a quarterback next year. So, you know, in terms of playing him and playing him early, I don't think that's good for his development either, because I don't think he's ready. I think he needs time to sit and develop behind a veteran quarterback. And, you know, if the Steelers are losing games and they're out of the playoff picture in the second half of the season, by all means, take whoever the veteran is out and put Will Howard in and see what you got in him, because he's got some nice physical tools, but he also has some deficiencies. He's not the best mental processor in the world. A lot of one read to check down stuff, a lot of one read to run. Also, the accuracy can be very, very hit or miss with him. And, he's just got some issues that, led to him being taken in round 6. Let's just be frank with that. That doesn't mean he can't get better or improve, but I do think there is a reason why he fell. And I do think that the veteran quarterback option here in Pittsburgh is going to get that first chance to start. And yes, I do expect them to probably take a first-round quarterback in 2026 when the draft is in Pittsburgh. So no, Will Howard is not necessarily in the best position. But you know who is? Derek Harmon, because he was the first-round pick for the Pittsburgh Steelers this year. And you can get his Steelers jersey today. Number 99, kind of, some really good aura with that number 99 jersey for Derek Harmon. If you guys want to get that jersey today, you can go chatsports.com/Harmon. That's our special link. That's down in the comments and description of today's show. You click that link and you make a purchase. Fanatics sends us here at Steelers Talk part of the proceeds. So if you want to get the new jersey of the new first-round pick for the Pittsburgh Steelers, I think this one's a pretty cool one. If I do say so myself, you can go chatsports.com/Harmon and get it in your closet today. Got one from Collins YouTube. $2 from Collins. Appreciate you. Says, who would be the best QB for the Steelers? At this point, Aaron Rodgers. All right? It's just the truth. And I think that, he's got the highest upside. He's got the best arm talent. He's got the most playoff experience. He's got the most Super Bowl experience out of all these quarterbacks that are still available. So am I guaranteeing that this team is going to have more success this year than they've had in previous seasons with Rodgers at quarterback? No, I can't guarantee you that. But what I can say is that the upside for this team is higher with Rodgers than it is with any other quarterback they could run out there in 2025. I think the Steelers would probably be hoping that they could get some of that Brett Favre magic that the Vikings got in 2009 and some of that Tom Brady magic that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers got when they signed a 43-year-old Tom Brady back in 2020. So that's what the Steelers are hoping for. Let's hope Mike Tomlin knows what he's doing. Ali the Reaper comes in here, says chances to get Asante Samuel Jr. are. I know we talked about him already, but what is he? Is he the piece in the cornerback room? Let me know what you think. Listen, man, if he wants to come here and be the starting slot corner, I'd be perfectly fine with that. It's just a matter of, does Asante want to do that? Because I think Asante probably wants to play on the outside. And the Steelers already have Joey Porter Jr., who they still believe in, and Darius Slay, who they brought in free agency. So he would be an awesome addition. He'd be an awesome slot corner here. I just don't think he wants to play slot corner, right? So I think he's going to choose somewhere else. Apparently he's got a lot of interest from a lot of different teams, and he's apparently going to sign with the team in July. So I honestly don't think the chances are very high that the Steelers get Asante Samuel Jr., Ali. I really don't. I think they actually have a higher chance of getting Mike Hilton and bringing him back to the Steelers this year than getting Asante Samuel Jr. at this point in time. Then we got one from Kevin Reed. Says, with Jones being back at his original position, he will have a Pro Bowl season, in my opinion. Your thoughts? Let's hope. Let's hope, man. If that happens, this offensive line could legitimately be a really good one. Because you got Zach Frazier, who I think is already a top 10 center in the game. Sayamalu's rock solid at left guard. You got Fautanu, who I think is awesome when he's healthy and if he can stay healthy. And if you put a really good Broderick Jones, Pro Bowl Broderick Jones at left tackle there, I mean, you got one of the best offensive lines in the game, and hopefully Mason McCormick develops as well. So I really hope this comes true, Kevin, but, based on some of the tape we saw from him at right tackle, you have to be skeptical about it. That's what I'll say. I'm going to be hopeful and optimistic about him, but there's certainly a chance that he doesn't end up becoming a Pro Bowl player. So let me know down there in the comments section what you guys think about Broderick Jones, the former first-round pick for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Will he make the Pro Bowl with the Pittsburgh Steelers at some point during his career? It doesn't have to be next year, but just let me know. At some point with Pittsburgh, does he make a Pro Bowl? Give me a yes or a no. Got one from Katie Summers 99. Says, how about Tyler Boyd or DJ Chark or even Michael Thomas? I mean, nobody wanted Michael Thomas last year, so nobody's going to want him this year. In terms of Tyler Boyd, he was terrible with Tennessee last year, to be frank. And then DJ Chark was not good either. So those three options, I just don't think. I think Calvin Austin III, Roman Wilson, and Robert Woods are better than all three of those players at this point. So I'm not sure if those are legitimate free agency options. If you're looking for somebody in free agency to bring in, I would look at Keenan Allen, formerly with the Chicago Bears and Los Angeles Chargers, and Amari Cooper, formerly with the Buffalo Bills and Cleveland Browns. That'll be it for today's edition of Steelers Talk and the mailbag here. Make sure you guys click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and join us for our live shows on Thursdays when we film these mailbags so you can get your question on a future edition of this show.